So you're planning a solar system. You're probably looking at the big ticket items, right? The panels, the batteries, the inverter. But what if I told you the one thing that can secretly blow up your budget has nothing to do with any of them? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the real hidden cost of solar. So, take a guess. What do you think it is? What's that one piece to the puzzle that just quietly balloons the cost of a project and usually catches people totally by surprise? Your first thought is probably the solar panels, maybe the batteries. And yeah, of course, those are major expenses. But they aren't the hidden cost we're talking about today, not even close. That's it, it's your wires. More specifically, it's the copper inside your wires. And how much you need, well, it all comes down to one critical decision you make right at the start, your system's voltage. I'm going to show you how choosing a higher voltage is the secret to cutting costs and building a way more efficient system. Okay, to really get why this works, we have to dive into the basic physics that runs every single electrical circuit out there. Don't worry, it's not complicated. It all boils down to one simple, powerful idea. This is it. P equals V times I. Power equals voltage times current. Every single watt your system makes or uses has to follow this rule. It is the absolute foundation of everything we're about to talk about. Now, watch what happens when we just shuffle that formula around a little bit. Current equals power divided by voltage. This right here is the whole secret. For the exact same amount of power, if you crank up the voltage, the current has to go down. It's a seesaw. One goes up, the other goes down. Let's make this real. Let's say you have a pretty standard 3,000-watt inverter. If you run that thing on a 12-volt battery system, you are pulling a massive 250 amps. That is a huge amount of current to be moving around. Okay, now let's keep that same 3,000-watt inverter, but we'll switch to a 24-volt system. Just by doubling the voltage, bam, we've cut the current clean in half, down to 125 amps. We're getting the exact same power, but with so much less current. Now for the magic. We take it up to 48 volts. Suddenly, the current drops to just 62.5 amps. We're still getting our 3,000 watts of power, but we're doing it with just a quarter of the current we started with. So why is that such a big deal? It's a huge deal because every single amp has a price tag. High current doesn't just flow nicely through your system. It's actively fighting you, costing you money and materials, and just wasting your precious power every single second. Think of current like water in a pipe. The more water you need to move, the fatter the pipe has to be, right? Well, in electricity, your wire is the pipe. More current needs thicker wire. Thicker wire needs more copper, and copper is expensive. And trust me, trying to bend and rustle those super thick, heavy cables into place is an absolute nightmare. But it gets even worse. All that current struggling to get through the wire creates heat. And that heat isn't just some harmless byproduct. No, that heat is your solar power, your battery energy, literally bleeding out of the wires and just disappearing. It is money that you are losing forever. And here's the really brutal part. The link between current and that heat loss is, well, it's punishing. It's not a one-to-one relationship. It follows what's called a square law. What that means is if you double the current flowing through a wire, you don't just get double the energy loss. Oh no, you get 4 times the energy loss. It's an exponential penalty for having high current. So let's put it all together on this chart. Look at that top row. At 12 volts, you've got 250 amps. That means you need incredibly thick, crazy expensive 4-0 wire. Quick tip on wire sizes, by the way, it's kind of backwards. A smaller number like 4 gauge is pretty manageable, but as the wire gets thicker, the numbers go down. And then you get into these aught sizes like 1-0 or 4-0, which are just massive. Now, skip to the bottom row. At 48 volts, you're down to a calm 62.5 amps. You can use a much smaller, way cheaper 4 gauge wire, and you get the absolute lowest energy losses. The difference is just, it's night and day. But look, this whole thing isn't just about saving money or being efficient. It's also about safety. And when it comes to electricity, the risks aren't always what you think they are. There's the obvious danger, and then there's this silent threat that's actually way more common in those low voltage systems. So on one side, you have low voltage, high current systems. They're not very likely to shock you, that's true. Their danger is heat. That crazy high current can make connections glow, it can melt the insulation right off your wires, and it's a huge cause of electrical fires. It's that silent but destructive threat. Higher voltage systems, they reduce that fire risk, but they bring in the danger we all think of, electric shock. It just demands more respect.
But here's the good news. The risks that come with higher voltage are completely understood and totally manageable. That's exactly what fuses are for and DC-rated circuit breakers, proper grounding, and safe procedures. When you engineer it right, a higher voltage system is actually a safer system because you've taken that silent killer, that high current heat, off the table.
So, you see, choosing your system's voltage isn't just some nerdy technical detail you can ignore. If you're building anything bigger than a tiny little portable setup, going to a higher voltage is a powerful, strategic move for your wallet and your system's performance. And the payoff is just fantastic. By making that one decision to use a higher voltage, you automatically get to use smaller, cheaper wire. You can run your cables much longer distances without worrying about power loss. You stop wasting your precious solar energy as heat, and the entire installation just gets simpler and cheaper. It's a win-win-win. And I think this is the most important thing to remember. Every little bit of efficiency you build into your system isn't just a number on a piece of paper. It's actual money you save on parts right up front, and it's extra energy your system gives you for free every single day for its entire life. So the next time you're sketching out a system, don't just look at the price of the panels. Look at the price of the current. Because understanding that one simple principle could be the single most valuable decision you make.